Hello and welcome to today's chat. Today I wanted to talk to you about the power of creating expansive environments, and why I felt called to talk about this today is because this is actually what we were talking about within my membership program, the Becoming Her Collective, and I just wrapped up this month's training on the environment of expansion, and I wanted to talk to you about the importance of creating your own expansive environment. So hello if you're just joining, because the environments that you occupy honestly have the power to change your life. And a lot of the work that I do is around identity, reclaiming your identity, as well as deciding to show up as someone different. And in deciding to show up as someone different, you can't decide to show up as someone different and then be occupying all of the exact same spaces that you were as that past version of yourself. So environments are really one of the ways that you can shortcut from where you are right now to where you want to be. And there are two key kind of environments that we occupy, which is our physical environment. So that's what you're experiencing in the 3D. Maybe that's your home, your workplace, your gym, if that's somewhere that you spend a lot of time. And then we also have our mental environments, which is what you're feeling, what you're experiencing. And then when we're looking at it from a perspective of levels of consciousness, then this is when we're moving more into the realms of a 4D, 5D level of consciousness, because that is your mental environment, that is your kind of up here in the mindset. So one of the most powerful takeaways that I just want to share with you from what I spoke about in the training with the Becoming Her Collective is that you co-create your mental environments, right, within your physical environments with your inner circle. So with the people that you are spending the most time with, be that your friends, your family members, your partners, your colleagues, even gym trainers, people that you spend the most time around, you are co-creating your mental landscapes with these people. So I want to give you a scenario where you are surrounding yourself with really uplifting people. You're on a similar wavelength. And by the way, being on a similar wavelength does not necessarily mean that you agree on all of your opinions. It just means that you hold similar values. You can hold those values and still have very different opinions. And I think it's important to surround yourself with people who have different opinions to you. However, I think it's also important that people are on a similar wavelength to you, right? That you value the same things. So people who share those similar values and you are creating spaces together, what that means is when you're in a physical space with them and you are occupying a physical environment with those people, the mental environment that you're creating with those people is also going to be conducive to your success. What can happen conversely is when you are in sharing environments physically with people where you are not on the same wavelength, where you don't value similar things, or maybe you don't necessarily get along, there's a lot of tension between you, then that is also impacting your mental landscape, and that is impacting the way that you feel. So physical environment, 3D reality, mental environment is your 4D and 5D, and it kind of transcends time because that is what's felt and what's experienced, and you can have that at any point in time. So people get stuck in this black and white way of thinking of their environments of well, that's just the way it is. This is just where I live, or this is just the people that I'm surrounding myself with, and don't really see the importance of expanding the physical environments as well as expanding the mental environments in order to give you that space internally so that you feel safe and so that you feel inspired to grow. And when I think about the kind of relationship between physical and mental environments and cultivating those kinds of spaces, one story that I just always comes to mind is when I went to Italy in 2022. So I went to Italy with one of my close friends, Jess, and we are both very into fitness. Some more than others, i.e. Jess is much more on top of it than I am. She's super strict, has really great commitment to going to the gym and doing a lot of weight training, whereas I'm more classes, especially at the moment. So we went on holiday together, and typically when I'm on holiday, I do have a much more relaxed approach to working out. But because I was with Jess and we both value, right, we both have those values of fitness and wellness and looking after ourselves, our bodies, our minds, because we were together, I was then in this space of, well, I want to be matching what Jess is doing, right? If we're spending time together, I want to be spending time in the places where Jess is spending time as well. So what that would look like is we would have our Airbnb, and then we would be doing workouts outside. Me like dying in the corner, like holding on for dear life, while Jess is just like breezing through it like, yeah, this is my everyday. But because she was there, I felt inspired to show up in that physical environment in a different way. And also it changed my mental landscape, where I was thinking of, okay, it's actually pretty easy to maintain a healthy lifestyle even while you're on holiday, right? It takes an hour out of your day to do a workout. It takes maybe 5 extra minutes to ensure that the meals that you're eating have a level of protein that is helping you build your muscle, that is helping you create the body that you want to have. So it really is, I want you to think of it as like, how to describe it, like cyclical, right? It's your mental impacts your physical landscape, but your physical is also impacting your mental landscape. And at the core of that is your inner circle and those spaces that you are creating together. And whether you feel inspired in the presence of the people that you're surrounding your time with, whether you feel motivated, whether you feel called to show up as a higher version of yourself. Because here's nothing, you may just have friends in your life who do support you, right? They have your best interests at heart, but also they are not really pushing you past like a certain level where you're at. Like I have a friend, Tanya, and whenever we're together, we know that we are going to be calling each other out in a really loving way, because we don't settle in the environment that we've created. In the environment that we've created together, we inspire each other to show up fully, and that's what we expect of ourselves. So that's what we help each other to expect in that environment as well. So if you are in a place right now and you haven't really thought about the environments that you have, both physically and mentally, I encourage you to start thinking about it now, because if you want to expand into new levels of abundance, you want to feel more confident in yourself, you want to feel more connected in your relationships, because let's face it, if you're in a relationship or if you're wanting to call in a relationship, one of the main people that you're going to be creating those physical and mental environments with is your partner. If you want to be doing those things, if you want to be having environments that are conducive to that, you need to build an awareness over the environments that you currently have and the environments that you need to be putting yourself in and surrounding yourself with. Because the people that you are surrounding yourself with absolutely has an impact on how you're showing up. And if you want to be showing up on a higher level, you can kind of hack this by jumping to that environment now, not waiting until you feel ready, till you know all the information, till you feel confident, till you feel comfortable, to all of those things, which, let's face it, is like an arbitrary marker which the goalposts continue to be pushed out for. Instead of all of that, you can choose to show up there now and cut out all the in-between, cut out all the middle period of waiting. So I really recommend to explore your environment and to think of your environment not just as an afterthought, but as something that you are consciously cultivating, and that you are bringing a conscious awareness to every single day about the environments that you're showing up in, and what your mental landscape is within those environments as well. So if this is something that you would like to go deeper into, as I said at the beginning of this Instagram live, this is what I went into with my students inside my monthly membership program at the Becoming Her Collective this month. And not only are we exploring how to attune your environments, right? How to make your existing environments more expansive, but also how to create sacred spaces where you can truly show up as yourself. And also in those spaces, you're going to feel called to expand and to reach new levels of growth and new levels of connection with your higher self as well. So if you want to learn more about that and how you can get this month's training on the energy of expansion and creating those expanded environments, attuning your existing environments, then you can DM me the word collective to learn more about how you can join the Becoming Her Collective and get access not only to that training, but also the past 10 months that we've had of live trainings, audio calls, and practices that are really going to help you embody the necessary work to go from where you are right now to where you want to be and feel abundant as fuck while you're doing it. So that is it for today's mini training, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. And then, as I said before, if you want to learn more about the Becoming Her Collective, just DM me with the word collective.